Hi, and welcome to my Haskell Films Real News Tucson channel. What we're talking about here today is I'm going to go ahead and show you the actual, and I pulled it off the internet, but shorten it down to where you're going to see the Tucson City Council talking about this resolution that they passed on February 20th, 2013, talking about what was on an INFOWARS report and a lot of other channels that I've seen talking about this resolution, and I will show you. Take a look.
I'm going to take item 9 and then return to item 8. Item 9.
Resolution supporting the mission of the Davis-Monthan Air Force Base. Report from City Manager. Resolution number 22006.
City Manager's communication number 55, dated February 20, is received into and made part of the record. Mr. Clerk, you are requested to read Resolution 2206 by number and title only.
Resolution number 22006 relating to Davis-Monthan Air Force Base, DMAFB, supporting the mission of the Davis-Monthan Air Force Base and declaring an emergency.
What is the Council's pleasure? Councilmember Scott?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I would like to make a motion to pass and adopt Resolution number 22006.
Do we have a second?
Second.
Any discussion?
I'd just like to say that there is a written document that documents this thing. However, we do not have a presentation tonight to offer, but it is simply a statement that we support Davis-Monthan Air Force Base and everything that they do. I'll just read the last line that says, "Now therefore be it resolved that the City of Tucson Mayor and Council recognizes and supports the missions and long-term viability of Davis-Monthan Air Force Base. We also support the leadership of Davis-Monthan to make the appropriate decisions when balancing national security and community needs when it comes to their existing and future military mission and assignments." I'd like to ask those people who are present in support of this motion still, would you please stand because you took time in the snow to come today. Thank you so much for coming.
Any further discussion? Hearing none, roll call.
Ms. Romero?
Aye.
Mr. Cunningham?
Aye.
Ms. Zulik?
Aye.
Mrs. Scott?
Aye.
Mr. Fimbres?
Aye.
Mr. Kozaczek?
Aye.
Mayor Rothko?
Aye.
At this moment, Mr. Mayor, in order for the Air Force and those who wish to be a part of it, there's a photographer present who would like those of us who wish to be photographed to go down in front of those microphones and be present for a photo opportunity. I would like to also thank those who came from the Air Force Base who sat through this very big, important meeting. Sorry it took so long to get to your place. We'll be down there in just a moment.
Yeah, hold on, Councilman Scott. Before we do that, let me announce that Resolution 22006 passed by a vote of 7-0. Councilmember Kozaczek?
And I just want to thank you all for your service to the country, to the community. I'm happy to join in supporting this resolution for the current mission that supports the current missions of this base. Congressman Barber, I echo his comments about the 14.5 megawatt solar array. We have a long history of working collaboratively with the base on lots of challenging issues, and I thank you for your willingness to continue to engage the entire community as we inevitably work through more of these challenges in the future.
I would like to mention by name Colonel Kevin Blanchard and Chief Master Sergeant Donna Canota are here from the Air Force Base. Thank you.
We'll take a moment.
What about Airman Fleet?
Wow, this is unbelievable, folks. They spent 15 minutes talking about honoring a police dog that died, and now we got less than 3 minutes about whether Davis-Monthan Air Force Base is now going to be in charge of Tucson. Why didn't they talk about it? Why didn't they discuss what the heck's in the bill or in the resolution? Very odd, isn't it? They talked about all kinds of things for the gun one. Wow.
Thank you for your comments. Really appreciate you.
Why don't they tell us what's in this resolution? Resolution 22006. Wow. What's the emergency? I read it and it said there was an emergency and there's a declaring a state of an emergency, but they won't say what the emergency is. Huh. Guess we're they can't be telling us what the emergency is. That's too important. It's classified. Okay. So here we are, folks. So you heard it. You just heard it. That's the way they're going to handle City Council of Tucson. That's the way that they're going to handle a resolution 22006. Something that is called a state of emergency for Tucson. Yeah, they don't bother mentioning what it is that the state of emergency is about. So, but don't y'all worry. Yeah, it's not what it seems. Yeah, you know, they didn't even discuss it. They didn't even bring up what it is the resolution was talking about. The lady says, "Oh, we'll have a video for y'all later. Just go ahead and vote it in for now." Okay. So 3 minutes. It took unanimous. They still haven't told us what in the heck they're voting for. Wow, that's kind of alarming. So I'm not going to say, you know, you saw it for yourself, okay? If they were talking about dog food or something that needs to not be poisoned, that's what they did. For 15 minutes they talked about canine officer that passed away, and it's about a memorial. 15 minutes they talked about that. 3 minutes, resolution 22006, that's all it took. 3 minutes is, don't even tell you what it's about. Unanimous, okay. I'm a little alarmed about that. I'll tell you one thing. Airbase here, Davis-Monthan, has never been a bad thing for your average people. But it's been a good thing, you know. You end up knowing people that work there all the time. But they can go ahead and control their side of the fence over there. They can be in charge of that. But they're not going to be in charge of Tucson, Arizona. No, because on this side of the gate, the people, we the people, are in charge. And the people of Tucson are not going to stand by and let them be in charge of diddly squat. Even if it's just the flight patterns they're going to put over us, or what time of day they're going to do them, or how many flights. That either. No, we're going to be in charge of that. Okay? So, whatever this is, check it out. Everybody call. Let's find out. Call them all. Every single one of them. Mayor Rothschild. We have a new mayor that's called Rothschild. Beautiful. Isn't that great? What does that tell you? Chris Haskell, Real News Tucson.